All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Cremona. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Sim Racing Mania makes a stop in the famous Italian road circuit, Cremona, Stage 3 of the 2020 SR3 Cup season. 2 25-minute races, and of course that second race we invert the top 10 finishers from the first race. Great little short road course here in Italy. Should be great. It's live right here on TurnLeft TV. Thanks so much for joining us. Let's get it on. Well, it's a short little road course, but there is a lot of room to race here, and these radicals are perfect for this track. It's race number 3, or stage 3 in the season. Hang on to your horses, boys and girls. It's going to be live right here on TurnLeft TV. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. Hope everybody's staying safe and behaving themselves. Right now, we're still in the qualification session. About 6 minutes left to go in the qualification. Getting some chatter in here. Our Sim Racing Work Group. How about that? Welcome to Italy. What do they say? Ciao? Great track here, fun, man. I had a lot of fun here driving on this track just to get an idea of what it was like, and what a blast. Should be a lot of fun here tonight for these guys. Looks like we have 39 drivers right now. Top time so far is Paul Holt, 126.243. Mauricio Pedinati shown in second. Thomas Golab third on the grid. Andre Rosu is fourth. Tony Jansen fifth. Michael Brooks is sixth. Javier Conti is seventh. Giorgio Borgi is eighth. Chris Vaca ninth. And Andrew Holm rounds out the top 10 so far in qualification. Take a look at the track here at Cremona, located in San Martino del Lago, Italy. About just a little bit under 3.5 kilometers, so fairly short road course. 11 turns, a lot of fun. Big, long straightaways. Again, a lot of room to race here. You're going to see some great action here tonight with the Sim Racing Mania folks here at Cremona. Take a look at the top 20 in points. See Cliff Vandeven, 198 points there. Pretty comfortable lead right now, but each race is a new one, so definitely Andrew Holm, Paul Holt, Connie Jansen, Bruno Gill. All those guys really pretty close in striking distance. Cristiano Magri, Thomas Golab, Massimo Martin, Andre Rosu, and Mauricio Pedinati rounding out the top 10. That's the top 20 there. Well, the race schedule, of course, tonight here at Cremona. Next week, Adelaide. Going down under, baby. Gotham Hills coming up on April the 21st, and then Donington to finish out the season on 28 April. 2 25-minute races is the format here each and every week. Well, last week, some big winners here. Road Atlanta Race 1, Cliff Vandeven took home the race victory. Guy was dominant in race number 1. Thomas Golab second. Pim Van Ark finished third. Andre Rousseau fourth. Tawny Jansen fifth. And then race number 2. A bit of trouble there for Cliff Vandeven. Of course, they inverted the field, the top 10 anyway, and Pim Van Ark rose to the challenge and came away with the race victory there in race 2 at Road Atlanta last week. Cliff Vandeven second, Andrew Holm, Cristiano Magri, Bruno Gill rounding out the top 5 in that second race. Well, that's done, and behind us, we're all talking about the race tonight here at Cremona. Qualification session right now. Paul Holt is the top time, 126.243. Mauricio Pettinati second on the grid. Thomas Golab third. Andre Rousseau fourth, and Tawny Jansen is fifth. Thank you so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and checking out TurnLeft TV. If you haven't already done it, I encourage you to smash the bell. It's right there. Smash that subscribe button. Just tap it once. And then the bell, where's the bell at? Oh, I know where the bell's at. It's right there. Smash that bell, and then you'll get updates when races are going live. I'm going to have new videos uploaded. If you'd like to give it another way, you can also make a donation to PayPal by clicking on the link in the banner here on the YouTube channel and make a donation right through PayPal. And again, peace to everybody. Thanks so much for coming in. Greatly appreciate you spending some time here at TurnLeft TV, and all the new subscribers as well, all the hardcore folks who've been with me all along too. I want to say thank you for your support, and you guys are the real stars. There is no doubt about it. You guys do a great job here. Not only Sim Racing Mania, but some of the other series that I do some broadcasting for too. Just some great racing all around. I love it. So thanks so much for coming in, and I want to send out my well wishes to everybody. Hope everybody's doing whatever they need to do to stay healthy and safe and sane at this point. So it looks like Paul Holt's going to win that pole here, I think. Mauricio Pettinati will be starting on the outside pole. Javier Conti has jumped up the grid there, starting in 4th now, it looks like. So a good deal for him. Coming up tomorrow night, we'll be at Dover, the Monster Mile in the Star Cars the Ironman Racing Series. High Octane runs on Fridays and Saturdays. The Ironman Racing Series will be in action tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. It's race number 10 of the 2020 season. Should be a great one at Dover. Do not want to miss it. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, looks like Paul Holt will be our P1 tonight. P2, Mauricio Pettinati, Thomas Golab, P3, Javier Conti, P4, Andre Rousseau, P5, Michael Brooks, Bruno Gill, Chris Vaca, Pim Van Ark, and Giorgio Borghi rounding out the top 10. Top time, look at those times, man. Those are just lightning fast, very, very close field. Coming up on Friday, we will be at Bristol Motor Speedway. Some more short track action in the High Octane Racing League Bushwhackers Series. 2 50-lap heat races and a 100-lap feature race at that great short track located in Tennessee. Race number 7 in that 2020 spring season. Racing starts in the heat races about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Got a 10-minute warm-up session. Take some time here to make sure the side-by-side is working. Looks like it's pretty good. We're good to go on that. And we'll also like to invite you to visit me on Discord. You can click on, we'll go down there and type in one of those addresses in Discord and find me. You can follow me on Twitter at TurnLeftTV, TurnLeftTV1 on Facebook. And then if you would be so kind to go down in the description of this race and click on that Fanatec link there and follow to their website. If you're interested in purchasing some racing equipment, give those guys a look. I've got the DD1 wheelbase, the BMW GT2 wheel rim, and the shifter, and of course the V3 inverted pedals. That's what got me started. I bought the pedals and I was like, oh my gosh, these are awesome. And I saved up my money and purchased the direct drive wheel, and I love it. Absolutely love it. What a huge improvement it has been for me. So give those guys a look. If you decide to buy something, follow that link. Help me out right here at TurnLeftTV. It looks like the side-by-side's working. I think we're okay. We'll try to use that a little bit throughout the night. Harder and harder and harder. Because the racing gets so tight. So much going on. 38 drivers in here right now. Now the camera angles are a little bit different in at this track. Looks like you only have one option to do as far as camera angle at each view. 7 minutes left here. Getting some chatters. I don't speak Italian, but Forza, what's that, man? Does that mean go? Good luck. So we got some Javier and Andre Rosu fans in here. So Javier Conti and Andre Rosu getting your picks in now. As well, it's like Packy Caruso's got some fans in here as well. Good to see those folks in here tonight. Now I found that this pit lane was fairly easy to miss for me. For some reason I had a little trouble getting off the track and getting onto pit lane. So something to be aware of here. Some of these guys may also have some issues here. Those folks who need to make pit stops, maybe for some damage or whatever. Hopefully nobody is going to fall into that scenario. There's not going to be any damaged race cars tonight. How about that? Viewers are like, heck no, man, I want to see some crashing. So Forever Westlife in here saying, go Michael Brooks. Now, is that Michael Brooks really as rooting for himself? Come on now. Alexander Wilson backing up down the track. What in the world is going on there? Giuseppe Ciotti, I hope that's how Ciotti. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Definitely cognizant of making sure I try to pronounce the names correctly. But Giuseppe says, don't worry, I have a lot of Italian friends racing and we're just joking with them. Thanks so much for the compliment and the commentary. Appreciate that. Got 4 minutes left to go. Those Italians, man, they love their auto racing. And how about the cars that they build there? Oh, I love the Ferrari. Bugatti, that's Italian as well, right? Italian or supercar. Of course, the Lambo. Can't forget the Lambo. So 3 minutes left to go here in the warm-up session, and we will get her going here at race. Again, it's Cremona tonight, stage 3 of the season. 6 stages all together in the season. 2 25-minute races. The second will be wild, inverting the top 10. What a great track, though, man. I have never heard of this track until Sim Racing Mania put it up. Somebody shared the track with me and got out here and ran some laps, not only last night, but a couple nights ago, and love it. Bugatti's French. Man, technically German, okay. Got it. All right. Two minutes left to go here in warm-up session. Again, on the YouTube channel, thanks so much for coming in to check out TurnLeft TV on YouTube. You can scroll down and find the most recent uploads or recent live broadcasts. Also, the Ironman Racing Series playlist. Probably have about 90 videos on for Ironman Racing Series. Been doing that series for a couple years now. Sim Racing Mania, of course, that's the RSX, this SR3 Cup that we're doing right now. Thanks to all those folks that come out and watch those videos, man. I just can't believe I got over 200 views on each one of those videos. It's amazing. Did the Hypercar World Series for Sim Racing Mania as well. Happy Hour Racing League, they're doing some great stuff with some short track stuff, modifieds and late models cars, because they do some racing on Monday nights as well, but also converting over some short track ovals. You're looking at somewhere on the order of about half-mile, quarter-mile ovals there. They do a great job there. Of course, the Bushwhackers playlist, you can check that out too. Sim Racing Mania GT3 series, Blancpain GT3 I did for those guys. And what a fantastic series that was. So thanks so much for coming in. Peruse that channel, check it out. Share the channel with your friends. All right, boys and girls, I think it's about that time. It's race number 1, 25-minute race here at Cremona. Paul Holt will start on the pole. So remember, 2 races tonight. All right, I think we're getting ready to go. So get the command to get your butt off the course. Paul Holt will start on the pole here in P1. Mauricio Pedinati will start in the 2nd position. In 3rd, Thomas Golam. Javier Conti is going to start in the 4th position. Andre Rosu will start 5th. Michael Brooks starting in the 6th position. Tony Jansen 7th. Bruno Gill starts in the 8th position. This is Baca 9th. Tim Van Ark will round out the top 10. So a lot of drivers here tonight, man. Woo! It's going to be busy. This is going to get busy. I'm a little scared. I don't know about you. I'm just scared. So it looks like these guys are going to do their formation lap, and then they're going to get in the boxes and start from a standing start. Might have to pray for these guys. It's going to get wild here at the beginning. Everybody rushing into turn 1. 38 drivers. Giorgio Borghi, David DePoli, Cliff Vandeven, Andrew Hola, Massimo Martin, Fabio Zerbeto, Jos van der Sterren, Angel Sancho, Joe Watts, and Mirko Lacido filling out that top 20. Trying to warm up the tires here a little bit. On board here with Paul Holt. Now the back of his machine, you see Mauricio Pedinati back there in 2nd. Thomas Goldbaum 3rd. So just don't get wild here in a hurry. Rushing into turn 1 with a hard left-hander. 38 cars here tonight. Don't forget, after race 1, we invert the top 10 finishers for race number 2. See those final cars there coming around the last turn to turn 11 to get in their pit boxes, or their starting boxes, grid boxes. They're all the way around that turn right there too. So here we go. Looks like Mauricio Pettinati flashing those lights. Excuse me, Paul Holt flashing those lights. Here we go. Paul Holt cleanly through turns 1 and 2. Mauricio Pettinati in second. Javier Conti is third. Thomas Golab fourth. Tony Jansen is fifth. Look at that. Paul Holt out to a big lead right now. It's pretty clean so far here. Off the start. Little contact there coming off the turn. Take a look at Tony Jansen here running in the 5th position. All over the back of Thomas Golab. Almost loses the back end of that, man. He is hanging on here. Tony Jansen in 5th. He's got a little pressure there from Michael Brooks. Michael Brooks running in that 6th position, closing in. Look, side-by-side battle here. So Michael Brooks picking up the 5th spot, getting around Tony Jansen. This Andre Rousseau looking out of the front of his car at that action. Andre right now running in the 7th position, coming off the last turn down the straight here, trying to get that car straightened up so he can get in the throttle. Down into turn 1. Laps clicking off in a hurry here tonight. Bruno Gill in this action as well. He's running in the 8th position. That tight battle there, looking out of the back of Bruno Gill's machine at Chris Baca. Tim Van Ark in 10th. Cliff Vanderven also right there in the 11th position. 12th is David DePoli. He's in this action as well. Good action right there as Chris Baca trying to make a pass. Vanderven and Chris Baca might have gotten together. Chris Baca now losing some positions, trying to get that thing gathered back up. He's in the 12th position now. So, something happened there, that's for sure. Chris Baca got a little bit loose. See if you can't look at this replay here as Bruno Gill and Chris Baca. Chris Baca there, he almost loses the back end of that car. He catches it, but he does not end up picking up that spot here. Go on board here with Chris Baca. Watch this. He just carried too much speed into the turn, and then he is turning that wheel, trying to hang on. Get that thing straightened back up. Giorgio Borghi. Have a little battle there. Oh, and he comes around. Giorgio Borghi coming around. Not all the way around, but he's going to lose a ton of positions here. So Giorgio Borghi losing a ton of positions. After trying to make a little bit of a pass, he's now shown in the 36th spot. Oh, my heavens, man. So Giorgio Borghi losing a lot of positions. He took a little bit of a risk there, a little gamble, I should say. And it did not pay off for him. Paul Holt continuing to lead. Got a pretty sizable lead right now on P2. Almost a 2-second lead on Mauricio Pettinati. Javier Conti is third. Thomas Golab fourth. Michael Brooks now up to the 5th position. Take a look at this. Joe Watts and Andrew Holland battling for position in the turn. Joe Watts picking up a spot here now up to the 13th position. Andrew Holm looks like he wants to try to get that spot back, and a good battle there between the two of those guys. So Joe Watts, Andrew Holm here battling for position. This is for the 13th position. Oh man, there might have been a little contact right there. Might have been a little contact. Joost van der Steren and Angel Sancho battling for position. Joost van der Steren on the inside line. He's going to try to pick up this spot. Looks like he does. So Joost van der Steren moves up to the 17th position. Angel Sancho back to 18. Paki Caruso. Having a little battle here. Fabio Diamora as well. Good battle right there, and Paki up to the 22nd position. Fabio back to 23rd. Chris Vaca trying to bounce back here. He's in the fighting for the 11th position, down into the turn. David DePoli on the outside line, not having the preferred position, and Chris Vaca picked up that spot. Oh, David might have gave him a little shot here as he went by. Good battle right there. Tell you what, I don't know if this battle's over here. David DePoli looking out of the back of Chris Vaca's machine. David is not going away. Chris Vaca and David DePoli battling for the 11th position. See that? David DePoli going to the inside. Oh, contact with Chris Vaca. He picks up that spot. David DePoli picks up that spot. Now Chris Vaca trying to hang on here. Oh, there's contact right there. David DePoli and Chris Vaca come around. Take a look and see what happened. Joe Watts out of the front of his machine, and you see those guys get together, and he's like, oh, what a heads-up move. Joe Watts heads-up move right there. Hang on to that spot. Now in 12th. It's like actually he's in the 11th position now. And we'll take a look at this again here. Watch it. You see those guys get together as David. Man, Joe Watts gets by. David DePoli, Chris Vaca getting together, and Joe Watts picks up a position. Good spot for him. Ramon Seedy. That black and yellow car. Oh, he little contact. He got almost come around. Almost came around, but he was able to hold on to that. Good job to him. Jordan Swartz in that black and white car. Oh, there's contact, man. That closed up in a hurry. Jordan Swartz. We'll take a look at this again. Who's he racing with? Antonello Mastro. You see those guys getting together in the turn, and Giorgio Borghi involved in this as well. He ends up coming around. Out of the front of his, this is Giorgio out of the front of his machine. You see those guys get together, and he just tries to avoid it and then spins that car, and now has to get that thing gathered back up. Cliff Vandeven here trying to pick up a position. Andre Rousseau's come off track. Cliff Vandeven picks up a spot. See what happened to Andre Rousseau. This is Andre Rousseau and Tony Jansen. Andre just gets off track right there, and he gets it in the kitty litter. So he's losing a ton of positions. Doesn't spin around, but he lost a couple positions there as he got off track. He just overshot that turn. So now Andre Rousseau trying to play catch up here. He's back in the 10th position now. Paul Ho is clear sailing at second position. We got a pretty good battle here. Mauricio Pettinati and Javier Conti here battling for position. Javier in third. Looking out of the back of Mauricio Pettinati's machine, and Javier is hounding him right now. So we're looking at P2, P3. Good tight battle between the two of those guys. Andrew Holm here. As he's had some issues. He tried. Oh, there it closed up on him in a hurry. Closed up on him in a hurry. He was trying to make a pass. He went down to the low side and got squeezed. See who he was battling there. David DePoli, it looks like, into the turn. And look at this. David goes down toward that curb, and slightly different angles on corner entry right there out of the two guys, that's for sure. Andrew Holm loses some position. Mauricio Patinati, Javier Conti battling for position. Good side-by-side battle between the two of those guys. Looks like Andre Rosu continuing to, Javier Conti continuing to battle him. A good battle right there for the second position. Mauricio Patinati hangs on. It's a good sequence right there. You see those guys drag racing into the turn, and then just, there you go, crossover move. Trying to do that crossover move. Javier on the inside, now on the outside of this turn. Good battle there right between the two of those guys. Joe Watts and Andre Rosu battling for a position. Andre a little loose off the turn, a little oversteered off that turn, and Joe Watts pounces. Joe Watts moves up a spot there. Take a look at Massimo Martin picking up a spot. Look at that, man. That is a gaggle of cars behind him. He's getting by David DePoli. Andrew Holm going to try and sneak through as well. Oh, there's contact between the two of those guys. You see that? Rubbin is racing. Rubbin is racing. Some more rubbing back there as well. Angel Sancho trying to squeeze through. Look at this. Angel Sancho behind David DePoli. He's trying to squeeze through. Oh, a little contact between the two of those guys. David DePoli is in a hornet's nest right now. He is in a hornet's nest. Just can't. No room to rest here as he's having a battle. David DePoli here just a little bit later as those guys are, have gotten around him, and he comes off track. I'm not sure. He just went straight. He just went straight into the kitty litter. David DePoli off track here. Not sure what went on. Just went straight. Holy Toledo. Back up here with the race leader, Paul Holtz. 12 and a half minutes left to go. Mauricio Patinati is in second. Javier Conti is third, and that battle is tight between the two of those guys. Tell you what, this is a battle for the second position. Look at Javier in third. Thomas Golab shown in the fourth position. Tony Jansen is fifth. Michael Brooks coming into the turn. Oh, man, he tried to switch it over to another lane and lost the back end of that car and now ends up in the kitty litter. Michael Brooks. Watch this, man. He's going to try to switch lanes here. Watch this. He's going to try to switch back to the left, and the thing is just going to not catch on him. He's braking at the same time, and he ends up in the kitty litter. Holy Toledo. And that happened in a hurry, too. This Tim Van Ark. You see Michael Brooks there in the kitty litter. Hey, oh my God, look at that. What did I just see? What in the world did I just see? What? Oh, look at that. Be still my heart. TurnLeft TV logo. How about that? That's the guy I'm rooting for now. Sorry. Mauricio Patinati and Javier getting after it. Into the turn. Javier on the outside line. Now on the inside for this turn. Good battle between the two of those guys. Mauricio just is not going to give up that second position. Javier just keeps giving it a shot, but they are nose to tail right now. Javier in the third position. Mauricio protecting P2. Bruno Gill, Tony Jansen battling for a position. See Thomas Golab up there as well. This is for the fifth position as Bruno Gill and Tony Jansen side by side through the turns. Tony Jansen on the inside, man, he slung that car into the turn. He's going to pick up that spot, so good job there for Tony Jansen looking out of the Bruno Gill's machine. Going to try to pick up another. Tony Jansen going to look like to see if he, oh man, he's going to scrub off some speed right there. Bruno Gill. Oh, Bruno Gill into the side of him there, but that wasn't really Bruno Gill's fault, I don't think, man. It was just a check up there. Tony Jansen was going to try to get around Thomas Golab, but was not able to pull off the pass. Had to do a little checkup, and Bruno Gill was on him like white on rice. He's still sneaking around there trying to get that position back. Bruno Gill is hounding Tony Jansen right now. Thomas Golab in this mix as well. Good battle there. We're back out of here with Javier and Mauricio. Patinati versus Conti. Again, good side-by-side battle right there. I'll tell you what, Javier wants around Mauricio in the worst way. He wants to try to go after our race leader. This battle is just not going away, man. This is a great battle between the two of these guys. Chris Vaca, Massimo Martin battling for a position. Oh, a little kiss there by Chris Vaca. Shoving Massimo off the track a little bit, but he picks up a spot. These guys totally getting after it right now, aren't they? Mirko Lucido, Dino Faldetta battling for a position as well. For the 23rd position as Mirko picks up that spot. Dino Faldetta back to 24th. Joe Watts, Joost van der Steren battling for a position. Joe Watts into the turn. Oh my gosh, he gets into Joost van der Steren and comes off track. What's that, an oil stain right there? What'd you leave right there? I don't even know what that is. Take a look at this again. And, bad angle here for Joe Watts as he dives into this turn. And Joost van der Steren gets on the losing end of that, that's for sure. Joe Watts in the kitty litter as well. Those guys are going to lose some position. Angel Sancho, he's going to get by. You see those guys in the kitty litter. Joe Watts back out on track as Angel Sancho gets by. Javier and Mauricio battling it out here in the second position, or for the second position. Javier might have this spot. Oh my God, he finally got it. He had to work for that, man. He had to work for that. Mauricio Patinati in third. Javier Conti is in the second position. Angel Sancho. Fabio Zerbato comes off track. Fabio Zerbato off track. You see Joe Watts getting by. Something happened to Fabio Zerbato. He came off track. Take a look and see what happened to him. Just misses this turn, I think. Oh yeah, he just almost got, he actually looks like got into the back of Andrew Holm and then comes off track. So he's going to lose a couple positions. Paki Caruso. Sandro Busquets. Oh, Sandro Busquets gets into Cristiano Magri. And Pasquale Caruso, Paki gets by. On here with Caruso right now, and you see those guys getting together, and he sneaks through. Good battle there. Good heads-up move by Paki. Michael Brooks and Pim Van Ark. These guys racing for position 2. Let's take a look at this. Michael Brooks, Pim Van Ark. Brooks down to the inside. Looks like he's going to pick up that spot. Pim Van Ark now falls back to the 8th position as Michael Brooks moves up to 7th. Good side-by-side battle right there. Coming off turn 11. 5.5 minutes left to go. Man, I'm out of breath. This thing's crazy. There's a lot of racing going on. I got another race to do, too. Sandro Boscain and Pocket Caruso. Oh, Sandro, he gets a little bit off the track. Oh, my God, he's airborne. He is airborne. Sandro Boscain got into Pocket Caruso. He came off track, tried to get back out on track, didn't have the room, and then he's going to get airborne right here. How about that? That was wild. Look at Paul Holt running up on some lap traffic now, coming off turn 11. The Scalvini, Antonello Mastro as well up there ahead. So running in some lap traffic here. You got to be really careful if you're Paul Holt. Now on the other side of the coin here, remember Paul Holt, I'm sure what's going through his mind right now is if he gets a top 10, if he gets a top 10, he's going to have to start in 10th, or excuse me, if he finishes in first, he's going to have to start in 10th for the second race. So you see he gets around Antonello Mastro, and now he's trying to get around Scalvini. Oh, a little bit of a kiss there, says get out of the way. And Mastro gets by as a result. Heads up move by Antonello Mastro, getting back by Scalvini right there. As Scalvini is kind of in the way there, Paul Holt. So Paul Holt, the race leader here with 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here in race number 1. He has been in command. 3-second lead over Javier Conti. Javier there trying to get through this lap traffic that Paul Holt got through. So looking out of the front of his machine, you see Antonello Mastro and Scalvini. Those guys running, Scalvini there in 34th, Antonello Mastro in 35th. Mastro's gotten by Scalvini now. Use that opening that Paul Holt was able to make there and squeak through. Cliff Vandeven heading into the turn here. Oh, a little bit of contact with Chris Vaca. Oh, Massimo Martin, contact with him. Andrew Holm trying to get through. See out in front of Cliff Vandeven's machine after he spun, and Massimo Martin, Andrew Holm battling for position. Massimo holds on to that spot, but there was contact. I think Massimo's probably got some damage now. Good front end, a lot of front end contact for him. We're on board here with him, and he's going to end up hitting. He's going to sneak through. I was going to try to say he was going to sneak through, but he got into Cliff Vandeven. Andrew Holm trying to get by Massimo Martin. Massimo Martin holds on to this position. Good job there. Bruno Gill and Michael Brooks. Michael Brooks is just continuing to climb up the charts. He's battling Bruno Gill. This is for the 6th position. Looks like Michael Brooks is going to take over that spot. He is sideways coming around the turn. Those guys starting to roll up on Tony Jansen and Thomas Golab. Good tight battle right here. Good 4-way battle. Thomas Golab, Tony Jansen, Michael Brooks, and Bruno Gill. Look at that contact right there. Michael Brooks and Tony Jansen getting together. Bruno Gill wants a little bit of that action as well. Joe Watts, he's going to get by Angel Sancho. Angel Sancho got a little bit wide right there. We'll take a look at this trackside view. As you see, Angel Sancho catches it, and Joe Watts gets by, picks up a spot there. That's for the 15th position. Tony Jansen says, I've had enough of this. I got to get around Thomas Golab. He's on the outside line, not able to pull off the pass there. He's going to do a crossover move. Look at that tight battle here on board with Tony Jansen, winding down this race. Going to pick up that spot. Who's going to win? Paul Holt's going to win that race. Paul Holt's going to end up winning this baby. Can't figure out where we are. These camera angles in these cars sometimes are a little sketchy. Paul Holt picking up the big win here in heat race number 1. Running behind him. So good job to Paul Holt. Man, that ended up finishing quickly, didn't it? Hey, he doesn't have a spoiler or wheels. You gotta love this. Let's try this one. Man. He'll have all his stuff on, I think, on this one. There we go. Get a good picture there of heat race number 1 winner, Paul Holt. Javier Conti finishes in the 2nd position. Mauricio Pettinati finishes 3rd. Thomas Golab 4th. Michael Brooks finishes in the 5th position. Tony Jansen 6th. Bruno Gill 7th. Pim Van Aert finishes 8th. Andre Rousseau 9th. Chris Vaca finishes in P10. So congratulations to Paul Holt on winning race number 1. So we'll get ready for race number 2. So they will invert the top 10. That takes a few minutes here to get that going. So race number 1 winner, Paul Holt. So congratulations to him on a big race win. That just means he's going to start in 10th for race number 2. Don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, we will be at Dover International, the Monster Mile High Bank Concrete Oval, located in Delaware. 127 laps there in race number 10 of the 2020 season in the Ironman Racing Series. This is a great one. It's a stock car series, but you have the tire rule You only get 12 tires throughout the course of the race. 4 to start the race and 8 additional tires. And you can bet your bottom dollar that Dover is going to be tough on tires. So you want to check that out? Come in tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time right here on TurnLeft TV and check it out live. So looks like we got some chatters in here flaming some of those guys. Slaying them. So inverting the top 10 finishers. Hey, I want to say thanks so much for coming in and watching races here. I love it. I don't speak Italian, but you guys go ahead and chat it up and have a good time. And thanks for coming in and watching the races. I'm honored that you would be here to watch races through TurnLeft TV. Didn't even get a chance to use the side-by-side action. There was so much stuff going on. It's crazy. Thank you for coming in and checking out TurnLeft TV here on YouTube. If you like what you're seeing, please hit that thumbs up button. Help me out there. I love that when people do that. Also share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform, any place you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share TurnLeft TV videos. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I encourage you to do so. Just give it a little tap right there. Just a little love tap. Subscribe to TurnLeft TV. Thanks to all those recent subscribers and all those longtime fans here at TurnLeft TV to help me get this going. Never thought in a million years I just started broadcasting races for my friends that I've been sim racing with for over 20 years, and decided to make it a little bit bigger. So here we are. If you would like to make a donation to TurnLeft TV, you can click on the link up in the right up there, up north, right up there. Click on that link and you can make a donation straight through PayPal. Well, next week we'll be at Adelaide for race number 4 of the SR3 Cup season. Gotham Hills coming up on April the 21st, and Donington finish out the season on April the 28th. 2 25-minute races is the format. Of course, this second one coming up here tonight, inverting the top 10 finishers. Coming up on Friday, we'll be at Bristol Motor Speedway with the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series, race number 7, the 2020 spring season. 3 races that night, 2 50-lap heat races just to get you going, and then a 100-lap feature race. Racing starts about 8:30 Eastern Time, so you're looking at somewhere around about 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Eastern Time to have the feature race. Take a look at the top 20 in points coming into tonight's race. Cliff Vanderven, 198 points. Pretty substantial lead right now over Andrew Holm in the 2nd position. Paul Holt 3rd. Tony Jansen 4th. Bruno Gill 5th. Cristiano Magri 6th. Thomas Golab 7th. Massimo Martin 8th. Andre Rosu 9th, and Mauricio Patinati is 10th. Looks like they must be letting the warm-up session run out here as they invert the grid. All right, I think we should be going green here pretty soon. Getting the command to start the engines. Race number 2. So it's race number 2 tonight. Hang on, boys and girls. This was a wild one in the first one, so I would say to you that it's going to be just as wild here in race number 2 here at Cremona. I think even more wild, or wilder, I should say, as they're inverting the top 10.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
Chris Vaca starting in P1 here for race number 2. Andre Rosu starts in P2. Pim Van Ark, P3. Starting in P4, Bruno Gill. Tawny Jansen starting in P5. Michael Brooks, P6. Thomas Golab will start in P7. P8, Mauricio Patinati. Javier Conti starts in P9. And Paul Holt starts in P10. Joe Spanderstein, Massimo Marquis, Andrew Holm, Cliff Vandeven, Joe Watts, Angel Sancho, Fabio Zerbeto, Cristiano Magri, Mirko Lucido, Pasquale Caruso, rounding out the top 20. So this is going to get wild here. Flipping the script for race number 2. Chris Vaca, Andre Rosu, Pim Van Aert, Bruno Gill, Tony Jansen, the top 5 here to start off this race. On board here with Chris Vaca as he's warming up those tires. I'll tell you why, man. I'm gonna pick a winner in this race, and I am gonna pick. My pick is gonna be Pim Van Aert. That's my pick to win this race. He's starting in P3. Bruno Gill starting in P4. Tony Jansen, P5. Now I want to say my choice for Pim Van Aert winning the race has nothing to do with the shout-out sponsorship right there. Huh? Oh, maybe a little bit. All right, everybody getting in the boxes here. Chris Vaca in P1. So welcome to Cremona here for race number 2, Sim Racing Mania's SR3 Cup season. So these guys, the back markers there, getting in the in their pit stalls or in their starting stalls. All right, here we go. We had such a clean start on that first one, and we're going to have it on the second race. Here's Vaca, the race leader. He had a pretty eventful first race. Back here, look at Tony Jansen in the 5th position. Bruno Gill here trying to pick up a spot here. He's sneaking a peak on the low side. He's running in P4. Paul Holt, Michael Brooks battling for position. Paul Holt trying to pick up a spot here. Get around Michael Brooks. Michael Brooks in that yellow machine as Paul Holt on the outside line. Michael Brooks going to hold on to that spot. They are drag racing down the straight. Got a left-hand turn here as Michael Brooks has the preferred position, but is Paul Holt going to try to cross him over. On board here with Paul Holt. He's got someone on his inside right now. Thomas Golab on the inside, so he has no room to pick up that spot. Holds on to that position, but holy Toledo, Thomas Golab Put a little pressure on Paul Holt here early on. Javier Conti here looking out of the front of his machine. He is running in the 9th position. This Vaca in a comfortable position out front where he wants to be. Oh, I'm getting some word that Tony Jansen's got the TurnLeft TV on there as well. What? Oh, I gotta look at that. Oh, look at that, Tony Jansen. Look at that. He's oh, don't be picking on my boy. Don't be picking on my boy, Michael Brooks. Look at that, man. Michael Brooks gonna end up losing a couple of spot there as oh, look at that racing. Three-way racing there. Tony Jansen, Paul Holt, Michael Brooks all racing for position. Paul Holt and Tony Jansen getting after it. That was a great pass there. They're still getting after it there. Tony Jansen and Paul Holt battling for position. Michael Brooks, Thomas Golab, all in this mix. Good four-way battle here between those guys. Oh, a little bit wide right there. A little bit wide, scrubbed off some speed. Tony Jansen scrubbed off some speed. Now he and Michael Brooks swapping some paint. Michael Brooks sneaks by. Oh, Tony Jansen in the kitty litter, in the grass. He's going to lose a ton of positions here. He was in the grass here. He and Michael Brooks got together, and he's going to lose a bunch of positions. That got a little chippy. Got a little chippy. Angel Sancho running behind Tony Jansen, trying to pick up a spot. And that just got crazy right there. That little sequence was fantastic racing. This Vaca continuing to lead, and he's got some pressure from Andre Rousseau. Pim Van Ark shown in third. This Vaca continuing to lead, but Andre Rousseau is there. Massimo Martin. Fabio Zerbeto battling for position. Massimo down the straightaway. Not able to pull off that pass. Massimo holds on to that 15th position. Take a look at this pass here, this whole sequence here. We're on board with Paul Holt. Look at that, man. That was just great racing right there. We got to take a look at that again. It was just fantastic sequence. Those three there all together. Michael Brooks, Tony Jansen, Paul Holt. Three-way battle. Paul Holt slips in front. Michael Brooks loses a position there. Andrew Holm here now, trying to pick up some spots. Tony Jansen got off track right there. Tony Jansen ends up losing some positions. That's where he lost positions earlier, so we're watching that on replay. So Andrew Holm gets by. Cliff Vanderven. Joost van der Steren battling for position. Look at this. Good side-by-side racing. Oh, a little touch right there. A little touch. Joost van der Steren's leaning on him a bit. Coming off turn 11, side-by-side down the straight. Joost van der Steren has a nose in front. Cliff Vanderven back to 9th. Tony Jansen here battling it out with Angel Sancho. Oh, Angel, a little bit of contact there for Angel Sancho. He's in the 12th position. Alexander Wilson, Battista Scalvini. Oh, a little bit of a punt right there. Might have been a little bit of a punt right there. Looking out of the back of Alexander Wilson. Oh, there was contact. Contact behind. Scalvini might have gotten caught up in that. Oh my gosh. Scalvini might have gotten spun around right there. We'll see. Wilson gets by. Oh, some contact. That was a little bit earlier. There's that sequence here as Osni Cardoso. Oh, he gets contact there with Richard Brooks and heads right into the wall. There was a little contact on board here with Osni Cardoso and Richard Brooks. Oh, and he loses his guard. Oh, head on into the wall. Javier Conti is in a lot of traffic. Oh, he contact right there with Lucido. David DePoli in this action as well as Javier trying to get around. He does, but man, Lucido. Oh man, Lucido almost had a nose underneath Javier's machine. Look at Gio Navoli here. Try to pick up a spot. He ends up picking up a spot. Somebody might have DNF'd. So Gio Navoli up to the 30th position. Chris Vaca has got some company with Andre Rousseau. Some good battling right there. Tell you what, man, you better keep your eye on Andre Rousseau. He is all over the back. Chris Vaca right now. That side-by-side battle here. We're on board on that lower right frame with Andre Rousseau as he is hounding Chris Vaca. Chris Vaca, our race leader. That is P1, P2. We're watching here in the side-by-side too. Chris Vaca continuing to lead. Andre Rousseau is second. David DePoli. Mirko Lucido battling for position. This is for the 18th position. Good side-by-side battle right there. David DePoli getting by Mirko Lucido. Taking over 18th. Mirko back to the 19th position. Giorgio Borghi and Dino Faldetta battling for position. This is for the 21st position. And so Giorgio Borghi gets by Dino Faldetta. Javier Conti and Massimo Martin battling for position. You see Fabio Zerbato in this mix as well. We got a sign on the track. There's Javier, a little kiss as he goes by. Picks up the 16th position. Cliff Vandeven. Mauricio Patinati. Oh, Mauricio on the brakes hard and overshoots that turn, and Cliff Vandeven slips by. See that, man. On board here, watch this. He's going to see Mauricio Patinati slide through and right around. As he swaps that position back. Mauricio gave it a shot, though, didn't he? Mauricio Patinati, man, he threw that car down into the turn. We're going on board here with him. Watch this. We're on board here with Mauricio Patinati. This is for the 9th position. He just overshoots. He's going to see Cliff Vandeven sneak back by. He gave it a shot, that's for sure. That is Fabio Zerbato. Paki Caruso battling for position. This is for the 13th spot. Good battle between the two of these guys. Paki Caruso, Fabio Zerbato battling for 13th. Paki getting back around. A little contact right there. Little contact, no harm, no foul. He gets around. So Pocky Caruso holds on to the 13th position. Peter Lane, Ramon Seedy battling for position. This is for the 23rd spot. Peter Lane on the outside here in this turn, and that car getting a little bit squirrely for him. He's in the grass. He almost lost it. He almost lost it. Joe Watts gets by. Take a look here. Fabio Zerbeto and Javier Conti. Pocky Caruso. Oh, there's contact. All three of those guys go around. All three of those guys go around. Oh, my heavens. Fabio Zerbeto, Pasquale Caruso, and Javier Conti all come around. My heavens, what happened? On board, look at this. This is getting chippy. We're on board here with Javier, and there was contact right there, and then somebody gets loaded up in the back end. And a ton of cars are going to get through. Oh my heavens. Fabio just gets laid out, and then he comes back across the track and gets into Javier. He is in the, watch this, see he is hanging on right there. Look at that, that car is sideways, and he gets into Javier, and then Javier gets into Pocky Caruso, and those guys go sailing. Oh no. Those guys are going to lose a ton of positions. Watch this. This is just a parking lot right here as those guys get off track. Let's see if we can't go on board here. Watch this. It's just white smoke. There's cars everywhere. Guys in the grass, in the kitty litter. Javier getting that car pointed back in the right direction. I'm sure there's going to be some discussion after the race. Chris Vaca continuing to lead. Andre Rousseau in tow. A little over 10 minutes left to go. Getting some word about Ramon Seedy. Joe Watts and Ramon Seedy here battling for the 20th position. Ramon Seedy in 20th, Joe Watts in 21st. Good tight battle between the two of those guys. Into the turn. Joe Watts trying to do the crossover. Goes in high and comes out low, but he's in the wrong position for this turn as Ramon Seedy has a preferred line and hangs on to that spot. So Ramon Seedy in 20th. Joe Watts hounding him right now. Take a look at Stuart Simmons running in the 22nd position. Lane and Stuart Simmons were having a little battle there. Stuart Simmons holding on to 22nd. Look at Michael Brooks here running behind Pim Van Ark. Oh, and he gets in the grass. He gets in the grass. He's loose the back end of that. He holds on. Holy Toledo, he lost a couple positions there. Thomas Golam definitely got by. So Michael Brooks back to 6th. He had a little trouble there. Giorgio Borghi and Lorenzo Fanato battling for position. This is for the 16th spot, and looks like Giorgio going to pick up that spot. Lorenzo Fanato back to 17th. Richard Brooks and Fabio De Amora getting together. Some contact between the two of those guys. And Richard Brooks coming around. Oh, and he collects Fabio Zerbeto. Fabio Zerbeto, Oski Cardoso, I believe, in this mix as well. He ends up getting by, but Richard Brooks came around and collected a couple of cars. And Fabio De Amora got together. See those guys leaning on each other right there. Just leaning on each other. More leaning. And Now Richard Brooks going to come out on the losing end of this battle here as Fabio gets in the kitty litter, but Cardoso does a great job of getting through. More action there. Looks like there's some more. Mauricio Patinati might have come around. On board here with Mauricio Patinati. He's trying to get by, and he's going to get into Sancho. Sancho comes off track and then trying to get back on, and Patinati gets into the side of him. We'll take a look at this track side again. Patinati trying to get through as Angel Sancho comes on, back onto the track, and Patinati gets caught up in that. Now Patinati's going to lose a ton of positions here. Oh! Patinati just gets smoked by Lucido. Meanwhile, in the top 10, Tony Jansen and Cliff Vandeven. Tony Jansen comes off track as Cliff Vandeven gets by. Tony Jansen trying to tuck back in the 10th position. That car is all over the place right now. Tony Jansen is hanging on to this machine. Tony Jansen, that car is loose. He's got a lot of oversteer right now in that machine. That thing is not handling to his liking, that's for sure. He's now back to the 10th position. I think he ends up losing another position. Here's a little bit later in this action as Tony Jansen is going to lose the back end of that car. I told you, man, the back end of that thing is not handling right for him, and he has lost the back end. Sancho getting by there. He's now back to the 11th position as Angel Sancho picks up 10th. Up at this, Thomas Golab, Pim Van Aert battling for position. This is for the 4th spot. Thomas Golab picking it up. Michael Brooks in this mix as well. Pim Van Aert back to 5th. Michael Brooks in 6th, hounding him right now. Looking out of the back of Thomas Golab's machine. Thomas in the 4th position. Good battle right there. Stuart Simmons here running in the 22nd position. Go up here and look at this, man. I don't think this thing is over. This is Thomas Golab here. We're going to go back here with Pim Van Aert and Michael Brooks. Michael Brooks looking out of the back of Pim Van Aert's machine at Michael Brooks. Michael Brooks is all over the back of him. With 5.5 minutes left to go. These guys trying to pick up all the spots they can get. Winding down this race. Look at Mirko Lucido. Lorenzo Finetto battling for a position. That's for the 15th spot. Finetto comes off track as Lucido picks up a spot here, now 15th. Michael Brooks continuing to work on Pim Van Aert. Out of the front of Michael Brooks' machine at Pim Van Aert. Oh, a little bit of braking right there. Little brake check. It was Michael Brooks had to get out of the throttle. Takes an evasive move. It's Pim Van Aert. Michael Brooks battling for position right there. Paki Caruso, Dino Faldetta battling for position into the turn 1. Paki down on the inside, gets that spot. Dino Faldetta now back to 19th. Michael Brooks is just hounding Pim Van Aert right now. Michael Brooks down to the inside. Trying to make a spot, pick up a spot here. A little bit of laning on each other right there, but he's able to pick up that position for the turn. So Michael Brooks picks up a spot. Pim Van Aert back to 6th. Michael Brooks in 5th. Valerio Margarito. Fabio De Amora battling for position. For the 26th position is Fabio and Valerio battling it out. Fabio holds on that spot. Good charge there by Valerio. Alexander Wilson, Peter Lane, and Ramon Seedy just in front. Ramon Seedy gets over and gets into Alexander Wilson, who comes around. So Alexander Wilson was in 22nd. Now going to lose a ton of positions here late in this race. Tim Van Ark, he's going to try back. He's going to try to, more contact right there. I think Michael Brooks had gotten around Pim Van Ark, but now Pim Van Ark got back by Michael Brooks. Gave him a little shove on the way through, so Pim Van Ark back to the 5th position. Andre Rousseau here battling for the race lead as the time winds down. 3 minutes left to go. Andre Rousseau. Oh, Andre Rousseau and Chris Vaca getting into each other. Paul Holt in this mix as well. Paul Holt, he's going to get around. Paul Holt's going to get around Andre Rousseau. Chris Vaca. Holy Toledo. How about that racing right there? Go on board here again, or go on with Andre Rousseau as he's trying to get around Chris Vaca. He gets around, and look at this. Paul Holt right there. Rousseau and Vaca get into each other. Paul Holt there. He's going to get by. On board here with Andre Rousseau as Paul Holt slips through and takes over the race lead. Good heads-up move by Paul Holt, huh? On board here with Paul Holt as he's watching those guys get together. This is Paul Holt. Those guys leaning on each other, and he's going to slip through here on the low side. Vaca back to 3rd. Andre Rousseau is 2nd. And that race lead didn't last long for Andre Rousseau. Paul Holt was there to pounce. Good battle there. See Pim Van Ark now running in the 6th position. Michael Brooks has gotten back by. Paul Holt is the race leader. Andre Rousseau 2nd. Chris Vaca is 3rd. Thomas Golab is in the 4th position. In 5th, Michael Brooks. Paul Holt here starting to open up a little bit of a lead, almost a 2nd lead over Andre Rousseau. Looking out of the front of Andre Rousseau's machine, a little bit of lap traffic there with Richard Brooks ahead, but I think he's got clear sailing as he's trying to break the airstream. Not letting Andre Rousseau close in. So Paul Holt looking pretty solid here for race number 2. Was able to get around. That was a heck of a move. Those guys got together. Paul Holt able to sneak through. Starting to wind down this race here, and I think this will probably do it for us here as Paul Holt got a little bit of lap traffic ahead. Richard Brooks is just ahead here as Paul Holt trying to, there's some lap traffic. I'll tell you what, that may end up coming into play here. Coming off the final turn, Paul Holt's going to end up winning this race. That was interesting right there, wasn't it? That was interesting. Holy Toledo. Andre Rousseau finishes in the 2nd position, but I tell you, it got a little interesting there at the last. Paul Holt picks up a big race win. Is that 2 for him? Did he get the 2-fer? I think he did. Paul Holt finishes in P1 for race number 2. See a little congratulatory side-by-side right there. Andre Rousseau finishes in the 2nd position. Chris Vaca 3rd. Thomas Golab finishes in 4th. Michael Brooks, man, what a hard-fought battle between him and Pim Van Ark, huh? Finishes in 5th. Pim Van Ark 6th. Joost van der Steren coming away with a 7th place finish. Cliff Vandeven 8th. Angel Sancho is 9th. Massimo Martin finishing out the top 10. That was some racing. What we like to see. So congratulations to Paul Holt. 2 wins here tonight. So gets that win in race number 2. And he had picked up that position late too. What a great battle there for him. Andre Rousseau, Chris Baca, those guys got into each other, and Paul Holt was there to sneak through. Now let's see if this works. Oh, man. My apologies to Paul Holt. As I fix that. There we go. It's always something. I said that last week, didn't I? There we go. The twofer at Cremona for Paul Holt. Congratulations to him. Sorry, for folks, I didn't have that name correct there, but it got fixed. Apologize for that. So we'll see. We'll probably end up having a few chats with some folks, I would imagine.
Almost catched you at the end of race 2.
Well, I lost a couple of seconds to a blue flag that just wouldn't move.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Usual
It's
problem
racing.
here.
But yeah, it would have been nicer to my first win would have been.
You were doing really well.
Yeah.
Well, I'd spent some time on the setup for this race. Before this, I was kind of very busy with another 2 or 3 championships, so just really didn't have the time to put my hands on it. But yeah, I just spent some time on it. But
Hi, Heath.
Nice. I think he's getting ready. Give him a sec.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
hello.
Howdy, fellas.
Hi, Heath.
Hi, Heath.
Howdy.
Hey,
Wow, that was a fun race. Congratulations to Paul Holt on a big win in both races, huh?
Yeah, it was a fun race, but also hard work.
Yeah, it was hard work. I'm just sweaty.
Yeah, that was really tense.
Well, it looked
Very
like
much
a lot
so.
of side-by-side racing, especially through the turns. Talk a little bit about, you guys talk a little bit about what it was like to get around this track. A fairly short, very busy track.
Yeah, track was great. We changed it last week due to technical problems with Vallelunga, and I think we are happy with it. The races here were just great, clean, and entertaining for everyone, I think. And I think the overtakes were pretty easy here due to long straight where you can just gain some time in slipstream. So yes, I think that track was very, very, very good for overtaking. If you had good setup with low wing.
This has become one of my favourite tracks overnight. But I don't know why, but it suits the Radical perfectly. It's so much fun.
I'd say a 5th place finish here would help, huh?
I was just happy to finish the race, let alone 5th. I haven't finished at all so far this season.
Paul, can you say how you did that double win?
Yeah, sure.
Your starts were great. You just passed us like a lightning.
Yeah, and, yeah. Starts were great. First race, I could immediately could take a little bit advantage to the first corners. So yeah, I had wing 5, but I think other guys had lower wings, less wing. So it was very hard to keep in front of them on the straights. But in the corners, I could walk away a little bit. Yeah, and I could manage my pace on first position. So that was good for race 1. Race 2 started from 10. Immediately by the start, I picked up some, I believe 3-4 place, I think 3. And then yeah, fighting all the way through to the first position. It was very hard because I think André Rosu had I think almost none wings, so I couldn't keep him up in the straight, but managed to get past him in the corner. So yeah.
Well, what was going through your mind there when Chris Vaca and Andre Rosu were racing there right toward the end with each other? You were just looked like you were right in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, I was. I could. I saw them battling to the last corner. I thought I throw it back to first gear and take the inside and go.
I must add one thing here. I think we miscalculated a little bit success ballast, white ballast, and then Cliff was affected by that badly. Cliff van der Win. It was very, very hard to keep tires in good condition with any ballast. I had 20 kilograms, and in race 1 my tires were killed at half of the race.
I want to thank you on race 1 for that, Tom, as you helped me catch up.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Pim van Aert was also struggling with 35 kilos. Normally he's much faster than me, but now I could pass him.
Yeah, it was noticeable that it's a big problem. It was first race on dry track with success ballast here, with that success ballast, and in previous race there was rain, so it wasn't so bad for drivers. Cliff won the races in road Atlanta, yes. But on dry is way harder to keep in good pace with any ballast.
Michael, looked like you had a great battle with Pim van Aert there for a while as well. And
but especially those cars, I think they weighed 600 kilos or something.
I hit the wrong button.
They're already so light.
Yes, so every kilogram counts here. I think you will struggle next race.
Yeah, I think so too, Adelaide.
Michael Brooks, talk a little bit about that battle you had with Pim van Aert, and Thomas, you were in this mix as well too for a little while. So, Michael, how was that for you?
For me, it was really good. Right, Me and Thomas actually had a little bit of a practice race on the weekend, so some of the defensive moves he did, I taught him. That's what I'm going to claim. But,
Yes, I agree. I agree.
But yeah, it was really good. I had a bit of a bad start. Well, I had a good start, but I was blocked on the outside going to the first corner. Then someone went off in front of me, so I sort of neutralised that. Then I was having really good battles with people left and right. This battle with Thomas on race 1, I had much because he had a ballast. I had better pace than him. And on the right-hander before the back straight, I had a run on him, and he did this. He would dart it. He went to the outside and inside, then darted right. Yeah, and then I tried to do the switchback on him, but because I'm running so little wing, my wing was on like level 3, same as Thomas. I had no downforce, so that's why I was spun. And I don't know if I almost hit Thomas or not, but I don't know. Yeah, but then because his tyres were killed at the end of the race, I was able to catch right back up and get 2 people on the last. I got someone on the last corner in race 1. And race 2 was pretty similar actually. I think I was chasing Paul Holt. I think I was chasing you, but I was making silly mistakes. I kept on losing time. Then, so I did a move on someone on the outside in turn 2, which I was really happy with. But yeah, really good racing all the way through. I'm just happy to finish, let alone 5th and 6th each race. That was brilliant for me.
Chris Vaca, you had some pretty good racing here as well, finishing in P3 here for race number 2. Talk a little bit about how your night went.
Chris,
I think he fell asleep.
Chris, mate, come on.
don't be shy.
He was here earlier. He was chatting.
Lorenzo Fanato, he had a pretty challenging second race. Lorenzo, you care to talk a little bit about how your race went tonight?
Yeah, I was pleased to have 2 clean starts. Starting from the back, it's always a problem when in the front there is a carnage. This time, both races, the start was clean, and then I kept my pace, which is far away from far below the guys that are speaking with me now. They are very, very fast, respect to me. But anyway, I kept my pace, and in the first race I made 2 little mistakes that caused to lose 5-4 positions. But in the second race I kept my pace, and I finished 16, which is a good result for me.
It seems like this car, you know, the way that it handles, it's almost like wherever you point the car, that's where the car is going to be. I mean, it just seems like the car just does pretty much whatever you want it to do.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to control the car, control the rear of the car. On this track, it was very easy to literally turn the car with oversteer. So I was sliding through almost every corner here. This car is very, very lovely to drive close to other cars. It's very, very easy. It doesn't the dirty air doesn't affect it badly. So yes, it's very, very fun car to drive, and very, very sharp car to drive also.
I know if you look at the final corner, I think me and Thomas and probably a few others as well, we literally oversteer into the final corner on purpose, almost like a rally car. It's so much fun to do when you get it right.
Yeah.
The car is so much fun to drive, and in those really tight corners, you can just ping it everywhere.
Not only in last turn for me, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's the most
corner
obvious. So.
Yeah, most obvious. I updated driver standings on our web page, and Paul, you are the leader now.
Sorry, what?
You are now leader of the championship.
Really? Oh, nice.
Yes.
Somebody's got a target on their back now.
Yeah.
Yes. I think Cliff van der Ven is gonna hunting me.
Oh yeah.
Next race he won't have any ballast, and there were big changes in driving standings also, so everyone should check.
And talk a little bit about the strength of the field in this series. There's just so many good drivers, and how hard it is to win here.
I think the top of the grid is very, very close. almost every driver from top 10 can win the race. So I think it's good for the competition, for the show here. I don't know how it is in the back of the grid, but at the top it's really close. In the qualification, it's pretty simple to notice that, because Michael Brooks, you were 6th here in quali.
Yeah, I was only 0.28 off pole, and I was 6th.
Yeah, I will check now quickly, but if I'm right, 17 drivers was in 1 second in quali, so it's really close.
Wow.
Well, you have Adelaide coming up next week. How do you feel about that track? Those of you who've been on it.
I love Adelaide. It's so much fun. We did a TCR series. It's kind of like touring cars. There, we did that in a couple of years or so ago, and it's so much fun there. I'm really looking forward to that place.
It was the only race I missed in this series.
Which is why I won that weekend.
Sorry, what?
That's why I won that weekend. You weren't there.
Yeah, probably.
Well, hey, great racing tonight, guys. Congratulations to Paul Holt. 2 wins here tonight and moving to the top of the grid. And I would say good luck to the rest of you guys. Well, everybody here. And those folks who are listening as well that might be racing with us. Good luck next week at Adelaide.
Thanks, Heath.
Thank you. Thanks, Heath.
Thank you.
I look forward to watching the broadcast.
Yeah,
Take
me
care,
too.
Heath. See you guys.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
All right, that's the crew up here with us. Great job to those guys on just a very entertaining night here. Dog is barking. Hang on 1 second. Must be a cat walking by. Yeah, very entertaining race here tonight. Thanks so much for being patient. I should say very entertaining night of 2 races. As always with Sim Racing Mania, they did a great job of finding that there was an issue with the Vallelunga track and be able to substitute a track in here and make the racing as good as it was. Just a standout performance by Sim Racing Mania. Well, coming up tomorrow night, speaking of some performances, we have Dover International with the Ironman Racing Series. 127-lap race here with the fixed setup. Of course, that's a tire rule. There are only 12 tires throughout the course of the race. You get 4 to start the race and 8 additional tires. So it should be a great one. That's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. 127 laps, the Monster Mile. It's race number 10. 2 races to go in the season. So anything can happen, and it is a very tight points battle. And then coming up on Friday, we'll be at Bristol Motor Speedway with a high-octane racing league Bushwhacker Series. Race number 7 in the 2020 spring season. Should be a great one. 2 50-lap heat races and a 100-lap feature race. The feature race starts around 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I want to thank you guys for coming out to check out TurnLeft TV. As always, I am so appreciative. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Let me know how things are going, and then you can share my videos with all your friends. I encourage you to share the videos. You can also tap that subscribe button right there. Just give it a little love tap. It's the only thing that you don't have to do social distancing on is that subscribe button right there. Thanks so much for coming in, and if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeft TV, you can go right up there to the link in the description or in the banner of this channel and make a donation straight through PayPal. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here on TurnLeft TV. Thank you so much for coming in. Congratulations to Paul Holt for dominating tonight here at Cremona. Who's going to take home the victories at Adelaide next week? There's only one way to find out. And you come right here to TurnLeft TV. For now, I'm out of here. I got to go take the dog for a walk. I'm out of here.